Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Tarot Tea Time. I hope that you guys had a great Thanksgiving and ate all the food. I definitely did, and I'm already now wearing my Christmas stuff because I'm ready for the next holiday. So let's do the murkiest of the tarot tea, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner. We all know what happened. It's absolutely awful. It's still being investigated, so we're all going to just be paying attention. We'll see, we have to trust the process. But on a personal note, I definitely feel like this was this was criminal. I do. I mean, if you're not taking precautions and putting people's safety first, like, what are you doing when you're creating an environment that could potentially go so wrong? And it's not like these concert organizers or these artists have no awareness of that. I mean, they know. Like, Travis has been doing these things and getting in trouble, and like someone was paralyzed at one of his concerts because he told them to jump off the balcony. I mean, he has not shown a lot of maturity and respect for the lives of his fans. So I think that is a character flaw innately. I also think it's interesting that he and Kylie have been together, broken up. They've gone together, then broken up, and then there were a lot of allegations of him cheating on her. Similar to, honestly, I think that she's learning a very similar lesson to Chloe, which is so crazy because we would think that these two women would already have all the self-worth in the world because, they have all the money they want, they have all of the fame they want, they have each other, like they seem to have a family that's very close, they seem to have friends that really care about them. Like, you would think that they would be in a great position. They're not exactly struggling in life for the basics. However, for whatever reason, their soul lessons, I believe, are to learn true self-worth that I guess goes beyond, the fame, goes beyond the material. It's really about getting to know yourself in a spiritual sense and showing up with with your true values in the world. So and for them, if they're not in that space, like that's quite a road. So I think that she's in the same space. I don't think that she's perfect by any means. All right, enough of me. Let's see what the tarot tea is. All right, need another sip. I'm nervous about this one. Alrighty. Okay, first let's get a card for Travis Scott. Let's just get him out of the way. What is his energy like in the relationship right now? Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay, well, that's pretty self-explanatory. He's losing a lot of money. I mean, we know that. He has lawsuit upon lawsuit being filed against him. He, not only that, but, we have to think that with everything that's gone on, I know that he canceled his Coachella appearance, or they dropped him, probably more accurate. They dropped him. I don't think that any other venues or, companies are wanting to do a tour with him at this moment. He lost a lot of sponsorship deals, a lot of endorsement deals. Right now, his career is really, really, really not doing well. And that is based on, honestly, that's based on the consequences of his actions, in my opinion. So he is showing up as the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So he is not a beacon of stability financially or mentally or emotionally. So not so great. Let's see how Kylie feels. How is she showing up in the relationship with Travis at this moment? Oh my gosh. The Tower. It's over. She's done. She just doesn't want to break up with him right now because it would just be too, I think in her mind, it would just be too awkward. That's weird. I don't know why I said that, awkward, but I feel like this is how shallow it feels to me. I'm sorry. It feels very shallow to me. I'm just giving you the tarot tea truth. It feels very shallow to me. Like, she's saying to herself and to her team and her mom and everybody around her, and he knows that she's done. She's at Tower moment. She's already said, we're over. We're not moving forward from this. And I think she's probably blaming it on the way that he reacted to a lot of things. I think that she just sees him as very immature. I think that he was he didn't handle things well. And I think she was just really disgusted by everything. And so she's yeah, we do not have a future together. You and I, it's not going to happen. But she's just holding it back right now because she doesn't want to then be so cliche where everyone's oh, he went through this hard time and she left him as soon as she could. or people say like, oh, it's a publicity thing. She's leaving him because she doesn't want the bad press. And then it like backfires on her. I think she's just so done. Okay, let's get one more card for her energy. King of Wands. Yeah, passion. She's a passionate person. Well, I know she's a Leo, but she's very passionate and she is really fired up right now. She wants to get the F out of there. She is fired up about ending this and moving forward with her life. I think that Kylie, we all know that she said this year, like on the Kardashians, she's like, this year I'm just like realizing stuff a lot. I don't know why I think that's so funny. I'm just like realizing stuff. But she's been realizing stuff. We'll say that. And I think that this was kind of just like the last straw for her. Like, as we know, they have been on and off. I think he has cheated on her. He has disappointed her. I think that with her, it was like part publicity wanting to be with him, but also part, this is the father of her child. And I think that she did have hope that it would work out and that they could just like love each other, be a family, and it would all just like be tied up in a pretty little bow. But I think that because of everything that's gone on, it's like she just is like, you know what, I'm so done. Like, this is so the last straw with him. Like, he has been causing me heartache for so long. And she's like, he's just so immature and not a great person. And like, I think she's disappointed in everything that she's learned about him. I think she's disappointed in what she knows that we might not know about the behind the scenes of how the concert could have gone differently. Like, I just think all of it is just, it's a no. All right. So why did they come together? Let's get the lesson. And then I'm going to let you guys go so that we can all recover from this tarot tea time. The lesson. What was the lesson? Let's get her soul lesson, because I just feel like we'll get his advice from Spirit, but let's get her I can't even talk. Her life lesson. Knight of Wands. So basically her life lesson from all this was to realize that in life, passion, just being honest, passion is not always the best way. Following your passion is not always the best move. Knight of Wands so all the knights are like a little less mature than the kings and queens. So Wands is about passion. So she followed her passion and in a way, just put everything into this relationship with blind faith, blind hope, just following, who she was attracted to or who she felt sparked her. When she got with him, it wasn't like this mature decision, like this is the person who's right for me. She hadn't like evaluated everything yet. She hadn't, and I think she did get pregnant. What was like 2 months into them dating. She got pregnant very, very quickly after they had started dating. So I do know that like it did move very quickly. So I think that what she learned from the situation with him was that it takes time to get to know somebody. It takes emotional maturity, and there are a lot of things that are more important or just as important as being passionate about or attracted to somebody. Like there needs to be, you need to like know what, like they need to have a good character. Like, okay, I'm going to put the card for the Monique Kelly interview with dating and relationship expert and author Monique Kelly, who's been featured on like The Real, Daily Pop, Nightly Pop. She is a celebrity love expert, and she was talking about this on my television show that I filmed that airs in Dallas. So I'll put the little link there so you guys can just click it and see what she has to say about relationship green flags and what makes a man really sexy. I think Kylie needs to watch that video, because the truth is she was kind of like going for the wrong things. And I think we all experience that at different times, when we are still learning about life and love, but unfortunately, because of the situation, like she really did get entangled, as Jada Pinkett Smith would say, entangled with somebody who is not right for her. This is not her soulmate. And I think that she's really had a wake-up call. And we have 2 cards of passion. So yeah. So she was passionately caught up, and now she's passionately wanting to get out of there. Let's get one more card let's see his advice from Spirit moving forward. Just like, I don't even know. It feels weird to pull this card, but I'm just going to do it because I just feel like, I don't know. Whoa. It's been great. It's just so tragic and awful and dark. Okay. So I was going to say Travis Scott has to search his own heart to see how he wants to really atone, but that's basically the Hermit card. So I'll just read the Hermit card. Sorry. The energy is like a little bit overwhelming on this one. It's really heavy energy. And the advice from Spirit, or the request from Spirit for him, is to be like the hermit, to go within, to do some soul searching, to really do some self-reflecting, not just, make an apology to the public because your PR team says so, or, and not because that you're losing money. Like, it is to truly stop in your tracks and be like the hermit, which is going fully within to evaluate your process, spending time alone, being with yourself, being in your own conscience, and really evaluating what it is that you've done, who it is that you are now, and who it is that you want to be in the future. I mean, the hermit is, this is like a very, very, of course, the tarot tea truth is always dead on for me. And this advice is really telling him it is time for you to step away from the public eye. It is time for you to stop with all of the antics, the drama, the energy, all the things that you were doing that led up to this moment in time, to this tragedy, and to go within, turn your back on being a public figure, and go within and figure out who you are. Like, what kind of character do you want to have? And he's going through a spiritual, and I think a spiritual experience of truly needing to change his ways if he wants to experience any sort of happiness in this life. I think it's pretty clear, like, he just needs to make major changes and connect with his innate truth. He needs to find that part of him that is good. He needs to find that part of him that is kind, that needs healing. And he needs to make big changes with the way that he shows up in the world and for himself. And that means cutting off every single, hermit is like cutting off every single tie, every single person, every single substance, every single thing that takes you away from your highest inner truth, from your highest good. So I would say, he needs to go on like a yoga retreat, or like he needs to go on a retreat. He needs to totally detox. He needs to really spend time with himself and, and get serious about it, and take real time away to disconnect from fame, from his current lifestyle. And if he can do all of that, there could be hope for redemption. And, it will never obviously bring back the people that have been lost. And that's what's so tragic. There's nothing that can ever take that away or make up for the tragedy and for the pain. You just can't. But if he wants to take steps of atonement, it will require him to go within. Okay, guys, that one tired me out. That was just like heavy and sad. Okay, so last one, you guys. Let's try to. Yeah, that's sad. All right, Kylie in the future. God. All right, we're gonna end on Kylie's future, and then we're done with this tarot tea time. Like, it's juicy, but it's just like, it's heavy. Okay. Her future, Kylie's future. What is coming next for her romantic relationships, in her love life? And what is, actually, first, before we do that, let's get a card for advice for her, because she's obviously not picked the best person. So let's see, like, what is her advice, since Spirit's giving out really good, deep advice right now. What is her advice for finding the right person? Oh, jumper. We got 2 cards. Okay. The Hanged Man and the World reversed. So the Hanged Man, she also needs to wait. She also needs to chill, relax, step back. Don't just go try to find the next person. She has a lot of healing to do as well. It's interesting because they're kind of mirroring each other's energy in a way. The Hermit is definitely more internal, but the Hanged Man is not a card of movement forward either. This is the card that tells you that you need to go, that you need to just like evaluate. You need to just kind of take a pause. So for her, this is a time where she's also experiencing the energy where the universe wants her, or spirit wants her to take a pause, to reevaluate her decisions, her life choices, why she's made the choices that she's made, why she's been choosing the men that she's chosen. And the Wheel of Fortune, which is, I think, what's going to come next, or her advice, if she follows, if she follows the Hanged Man advice, this is what could come next, which would be to choose someone who's completely different. The World reversed is like a total change in the opposite direction. So she could make a change that she could find success and happiness in her romantic relationships if she chose someone who is like the polar opposite of Travis Scott, basically. So like any of his personality traits or any of the reasons why she was attracted to him, if she could find someone who is the opposite of that she's also attracted to, that would be the right person for her. So she's really been in a karmic cycle of learning about what's not right for her so that she can hopefully choose what is right for her. Okay, last card. Let's get a description of what the person who is right for her will be like. How can she recognize him? How can we recognize him or her or whatever? Like who could it be? Like who is it? Who is the right person? What is the right energy that is going to be a good fit for her? Interesting. Ace of Swords. Someone who's very intellectual. Okay, let's get another card. I need more clarification there. And it could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini because swords are also air signs. Two of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so someone who is not available right now. Someone who's not available right now. Or someone that she doesn't know right now. Wow, okay. I see that she's going to need to also make a lot of changes in her personal life before she's going to be able to even connect with the soulmate who would be like the best possible person for her. Two of Cups in the reverse tells me that potentially, like I said, who she's with might not be available. Like they might be in a relationship or married at this time. So I think that her ultimate soulmate in this life is currently learning their lessons as well. So I think that she's learning her lessons. They're learning their lessons. It's going to be a bit, you guys. It's going to be a little time, but she's got time. She's young. Let's get another card for the future of her romantic life and her romantic relationships and love life. Five of Pentacles. So we have the Five of Pentacles that demonstrates that she's also going through certain hardships, in her own way. And it's all relative, right? You guys, like her hardships are probably not as hard to us as our hardships, but in a relative sense, in her life, she's not going through a very happy period. So in the future, I do see that she will find happiness. This Ten of Cups, she's also going through this period of intense learning because I think that she has a lot of potential, but she hasn't really been awakened to what's most important for her yet either. And her true worth, like beyond money and possessions and all that. So yeah, so she's got some real work to do. She really does have some real work to do. And the sooner that she embraces the journey of, needing to go within, of needing to stop going so fast, needing to, find the next best thing and always be in the media. Like, you know what I mean? As soon as she just like stops and is like, okay, you know what? Who cares about that superficial stuff? I need to get right with me. I need to figure out what I want. I need to figure out what I need to heal within me to become a better person. I need to figure out the kind of people that really do resonate with me. I need to find the kind of partner that would really help me to be the highest version of myself, the best person that I can be in this life, and to make the most of my platform and my resources. And until she does that, she's going to be in that Five of Pentacles energy where she's going to be going through the process. So she's got a journey, she's got a process, but I do see it ending in happiness and in finding someone who is right for her. So, okay, that was the tarot tea time on that. Let me know what you guys thought. I love you so much. Again, I put these up every single week, so be sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out. And I will have a new Tarot Tea Time coming up in the next couple of days. I hope that everything's going well in your lives. And if you guys want the tarot tea on your own personal life, you can always email me hello@b-zen.tv, and I can give you guys my pricing for personal one-on-one tarot tea times. All right, you guys, I love you, and I will talk to you very, very soon.